Hi, Pisces. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for May 2020. This month I'm using the Taramuka Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Pisces Sun, Pisces Ascendant, and Pisces Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, you might want to check that out, because some people write me occasionally and say their messages are coming to them from their cusp sign on certain months. So you might want to check that out. So all that being said, Pisces, now onto your May 2020 Psychic Tarot reading. Okay, Pisces, first card you have here is the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man is being in limbo, not moving forward, not moving backward, being in a state of suspended animation, and having to draw very strongly from your own psychic ability and intuition at the time the Hanged Man shows up. You literally are going to feel like things in your life are in limbo. And kind of like you can't control what's happening to you. Like you're at the whim of, the powers that be. You're at the whim of what's going on out in the world. You're you're not in control. You're going to feel a lot better when August rolls around. Also, autumn will be a better time for you than you're going to be feeling right now in some ways. You may be feeling very much like I have to get my life in order and be very strongly thinking about what direction do I want to go in with my life. You may be questioning your life's direction. So maybe you're thinking like maybe you want to change your career or change your goals in some way. I do feel that you are centered and grounded in reality to a great degree, because I do see you feeling like, well, whatever decision you make going forward, I hear you thinking it has to be pragmatic in some way. It can't be just all like, unicorns and unicorns and dragonflies and fairies and, elves. It's got to have your foot in reality. So there has to be something pragmatic about it. I also feel you're going to be asking yourself a lot of spiritual questions at this time. You may be seriously questioning God, the universe, how things work, the order of things, like, who runs the show, that kind of, in a spiritual sense. I do feel your energy might feel a little nervous and unsettled, even though your exterior may look placid and calm. I'm not so sure internally you're totally feeling that way. I do feel that some of you Pisces really want to see some action in some area of your life, but you are still feeling held back or restricted in May. You may be trying to find, like, what can I do to change this? Just one little thing. Like, you may be searching for, like, small things to change and control that you can control. Just in your own home, in your own environment. Like, what small things can I do or change at this time? You may also feel put upon or restricted with obligations, which may sound weird. Maybe you're going to feel like, what obligations? I haven't gone anywhere, or I don't know. The obligations could be coming from maybe your own self-pressure, or it could be obligations of paying rent, obligations of to your job, obligations to your career, obligations to a love partnership. I don't know, but I do get that feeling. You've got the Hierophant next. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the Emperor. Sorry. These cards aren't labeled. The Taramuka Tarot deck. This is the Emperor. So this is a paternal figure that's crossed over to the other side, watching you, guiding you, and protecting you. And giving you ideas and inspirations that may feel like they're yours, but they could actually be coming from the Emperor. And this could be somebody in the deceased, a father, grandfather, great-grandfather, a husband, ex-husband, strong male figure, grandfather, great-grandfather, as I said, or it could be in the living. It could be the same type of people in the living. You may actually have a strong sense of authority kicking up in you and commitment, like that you want to make a big commitment to something in May. And I feel like you're going to feel like you can't have all these loose ends dangling and that you want to make some kind of strong commitment to something. You may be saying, I have all this training, or I have this degree, or I have this knowledge. How can I use it and create something that I can put out into the world that will be liked, approved, make money? It could be your own creations, something that you're good at, knowledgeable, schooled in. I also get this energy like you're going to be feeling like kind of strict and stern to yourself, like I have to get this figured out of what I want to do for the next phase of my life. For some reason, all that's going on in the world and having to stay home and be restricted and all that way, maybe causing you to think on those lines. You may feel like you want to build things up bigger than they were, go further than you have. Like this. Actually, I'm seeing the analogy of eggs boiling on the stove to make hard-boiled eggs. Like, you know, I feel this time is causing you to simmer and then come to a boil. And you are feeling like, I have to make some, you know, concrete decisions. I have to have strong direction of what I want to do. Being very goal-oriented. What is this about? I don't know, Pisces. It could be your career. It could be your love life. It could be encompassing all of your life, your love life, your work life, your living situation. It could involve many things. You know how to do things. You know how to get things done. Now you're just going to have to get strong with yourself and push yourself to do them. And some Pisces, that's very easy to do, especially with depending on your rising sign or moon sign. Other Pisces, that may be more difficult to do, depending on your rising sign and your moon sign. The next card you have in your reading is Five of Cups, and this is sadness, loss, and regret. This could be also if you have a problem with alcohol, or somebody in your life could have a problem with alcohol. It could pertain to that. It could be like having sadness and regret, feeling some kind of loss here. You may feel like things are really stifling you and feeling controlled. That a lot of wasted energy. You may feel like you're wasting time and energy. Maybe you felt that way since March. You may feel like, I want healing to be coming. I want healing. Why is it so slow to be forthcoming? I feel there's some area of your life that you tried a lot of different approaches to things, but now you maybe have gotten somewhere and now there's hindrances. I see you saying, I can't build sandcastles in the air. I have to build things with a solid foundation. I need things to be firm and concrete. You may be very, very anxious to get out into the world and be socializing. Either again, or maybe you weren't a social person before and now this is, you know, making you want to become more social. You may feel like you took too long to do things in the past, like you wasted some time or wasted some energy. And now you may feel like, I got nothing but time. I feel like you worked hard at certain things, but I also feel like you held yourself back. Not fully feeling like you were ready. And that now maybe you feel more ready and now there's restrictions where you can't. You may also have some regrets that you showed your cards too soon. Maybe you revealed too much of yourself to people too soon, or you tipped your hand too soon, or you said something you wished you hadn't said that you can't take back. I do feel like it's a little bit of a troubling time for you, Pisces. I feel like there's a lot of churning. Inner workings in you are churning, churning, churning. I do feel that you believe that next year is going to be a better year for you. But I do feel that you had high hopes for this year, and right at the moment, you're starting to feel like this year is turning out to be either a disaster or quite disappointing for you. I see you feeling that way. So a lot of that had to do with the conditions that are being like imposed upon you, but things you feel like you wasted time in the past, or efforts that you should have made in the past and you didn't, and now you're ready to make these moves and efforts and now you can't. That's a big part of that energy. Next card you have here is the Lovers, and this is two people that are intertwined and are empathic and in tune with each other's needs. This could be strong sexual chemistry. There's not always love with the Lovers. It could be strong sexual chemistry. There's an angel watching over the Lovers in the card, and the angel could either be influencing the Lovers, like blessing them, or it could be interference from outside sources in the world, home, family, friends, work, the world. I do feel that some of you are going to be getting together with somebody romantically speaking. And if you can't be together with them in person, you may be, whispering sweet nothings in their ear over the phone, through texts, on Skype. I do feel you making a strong connection with somebody that is a sexual connection. That's especially applying to single people. I'm not, maybe this is applying to couples already too. If you don't see this happening in May, I feel like it could happen for you anytime between May and the end of August. If you're already coupled, I feel like there's going to be an enrichment and an enhancement to your intimate relations with your partner. If you're single, you could meet somebody that's going to ignite the passions in you and bring these things out in you. For some of you, this may not happen till July. This is going to bring everything back into balance and focus for you. If you're already married or already coupled, you are going to be really seeking each other out for stronger, intimate relations and comfort as well. If you're already coupled or already married, I feel like your union is getting stronger and closer. For those of you that are single, you're going to have a lot of passionate sex with somebody soon, or you will be meeting someone that is going to go in that direction. Like I said, you got to look out between now and the end of July and now and the end of August, but especially July and August if you don't see this happening for you in May. And this is going to be a time where you're going to be mulling it over about throwing caution to the wind, and your inhibitions you're going to have to throw out the window. So if you've been very guarded or restricted or restrained, you're going to be rethinking those things. Again, I go back to this card. Maybe you felt like you wasted time with the Five of Cups. There were opportunities or things that you should have pushed forward for, and now you're ready and you can't, or it's not the time yet, but it's coming, because here you go. The Lovers is indicating it here. And that Lovers card doesn't always mean that, but it's meaning it for you in your reading. So, wow, this is awesome. The last card you have is one of my favorites in the deck, Ace of Swords. This is victory. It could be victory or victory because truth is revealed. So truth could be being revealed. It could be victory. It could be love. This could also indicate a victory in love. You're going to feel like things are finally happening the way you want to see them happen. You're making some really big breakthroughs. Again, your reading, I've only done a couple of the signs. Your reading feels more like, I don't know, like I feel like it's partially May, but partially a couple months from now. You're getting what you want. Your desire is coming to fruition. So if you wanted like a passionate love relationship with great sex, that's what you're going to get. If you wanted a new job that paid you really great money and gave you recognition and you were really happy doing what you were doing, that's what you're going to get. It's some kind of victory here. It could be some other kind of victory also. It's like your karmic reward. It's like you deserve it. You've earned it. It's like the Mother, Father, Creator is saying to you, hey, Pisces, you're being blessed. You're getting karmic blessings. You're going to feel very proud. You're going to stand very tall. You're going to feel like, I did it. I achieved something I wanted to achieve. I've had a goal and I've reached it. Some of you that are really good at remembering your dreams, I actually feel you're going to have precognition in your dreams where you're going to get inklings of it, of what this is, what your victory will be. You're going to start precognitively dreaming about it. Some of you may meet the person that you're going to live together or marry if you're single right now, or in a relationship that you want to get out of and you're not happy about. Either way, you're meeting somebody and it's very likely going to lead to marriage or engagement or marriage or living together like you're married. Yet you're going to end up feeling like, all right, like now I can get on with my life. If there was a piece of your life, of the puzzle of your life you felt like was missing, you're going to find that piece, and that piece is going to fit into the puzzle, and you're going to feel like, at last, this is all coming for you. But some of you will see it in May. Some of you, you're going to see it in July. And some of you, you're going to see it in August. That's what I believe. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe if you would like to receive notification when I upload my videos to YouTube. As I always say, my most recent video series that I've recorded for my Vimeo on-demand pages, which are filled with predictions and messages channeled from my spirit guides for specific topics and astrological configurations and many different things. Those links are always posted below these videos, down below in the description box in the Show More section. And they're also on my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. You go to the videos tab on my menu, and there if you click on that, you'll see all the different video series I have listed, what oracle cards or tarot cards I used, or crystals, or whatever I've used, how long the predictions are for, so you can read the descriptions there. Pick the series that you want, click on the sign you want, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Now, some of the most recent video series, as I say, I always post them below, and every month I do psychic crystal readings. This month, the psychic crystal readings for each zodiac sign for May 2020. That link is down below, where I stop this video at the end and I continue on looking into the crystal and get additional messages and predictions from my spirit guides for you for this month of May 2020. So if you're interested in getting those, that link is below this video. Important angel messages for these changing times for each sign of the zodiac, that link is below this video. I used Angels and Ancestors Oracle card. I used the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards and Ask an Angel Oracle cards, and got messages from angels and guides as to what you need to know from these important and changing times that we're going through, this pivotal time on Earth. You've incarnated here for a purpose. at this time. So these messages may speak more to your soul. They do give messages and predictions. So you might want to check those out. The other most recent link I have down below is also from my What's Lucky and New for You Psychic Tarot readings in 2020. What's lucky and new for you in 2020 for each sign of the zodiac. Psychic Tarot and Oracle. There's an Oracle card in there for each sign as well. So that link is below this video. I also have several other links below this video that would pertain to what you're going through right now as far as astrologically. They're Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards and crystal readings connected to that. Those links are below. If you would like to help support this channel and donate to my channel, below all those links is a donation link connected to PayPal. And I want to say thank you so much for all of you that have been very generous and donated to my channel. It does help a lot. Thank you so much for that. And if you would like to receive more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here on YouTube, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC also on Facebook, and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I use many different divination tools there and give you psychic predictions and messages that are not just for the day that I post the messages. Sometimes they're talking a few months out, a few weeks out. It's never just for one day. Many people find those messages resonate with them, and you may find they resonate with you as well. So I'd love to see you over there if you would like to check that out. So I hope you have all the possible positive energy and uplifting energy come to you this month of May 2020. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.